Review scientific notation for those of you that are watching at home. This is not in your notes. This is on your own paper. You don't have to write that. Go right behind. Scientific notation means that you have one number that only has one number in front of the decimal place, and then you have times a power of 10. So I'm just going to show you what I mean by that. All right, now, a lot of people have trouble figuring out, do I start here and go this way? Do I start over here and go this way? I'm going to show you the way where you won't be confused. This is where the decimal is right now. We want to rewrite it so the decimal is no longer there. So where you have the decimal, put a little X over it. And we're going to think of it like X marks the spot. When you have a map, if you have a map and it says X marks the spot, that's where you want to end up, right? That's where the treasure is hidden. So the X is going to be your stopping place. We have to put a new decimal in the starting place. And for scientific notation, the rule is you can only have one number in front of your decimal. So if these zeros don't count, you have a 5, and then you put a decimal place. So put a new dot right there. Okay, the X is where the old one was. This one's where the new one is. And then you have to figure out what it takes to end up on the X. Alrighty, so to do that, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Alright, so my next question is, I moved 5. Did I go to the right or to the left to get from my dot to my X? 5 to the left. You don't have to write this every time. I'm just writing it so everyone can see that now. Normally, that's right, normally going to the left means that you are using a negative. So we're going to write any number that's not a 0. We're going to write the 5.5. And then we're going to say times the power of 10. That comes from this right here. If you had to move it 5 places to the left, that means it was a negative and then a 5. For this one, where is the decimal when it's not written down? At the end. Good. So mark the end is our X. That's our end goal. X marks the spot right there. But in this case, where does the decimal have to go after what number? 7. Good. If you put after the 9, there would be 2 numbers. Your first number that's not a 0, your decimal has to go after it. So now, it's going to be 7.9 times 10 to something. And the 10 just comes from, that's what scientific notation looks like. You automatically put times 10. Now you have to go back and figure out, is it positive or negative and how many? Positive 2. Good. You start at the dot, you end on the X. So you go 1, 2 places to get there. Positive 2. That makes it positive. 2 to the right. You don't have to write out 2 to the right every time. I'm just doing that so when you look at it, you can see why it was positive. Number 5. Where is my X? Yes. Where does my dot go? After the first 3. Good. So I rewrite the 3.3, and I say times 10. That's what scientific notation needs. And then it's a positive or negative. I'm going this way. Negative. Positive. You, from the dot to the X, you're going to the right. And how many places did I move it? 1. Okay. What do you think it means if you didn't move to the right or you don't move to the left, if they're in the same spot? 10 to the what then?
1.
If you don't want to move it to the right, or you don't want to move it to the left because it's already in the right place, 10 to the 0. That's right. Okay. All right, let's try these 3 together, and then I'll give you some to try on your own. All right, this is the X. Where does my new dot have to go? After what number? After the 1. Good.
Good job.
So all of these are zeros. The only zeros you have to count is if it's between the numbers. You don't have to count any zeros before or after the numbers. So it's 1.9 times a 10. Good. Now we have to figure out the power. Good. I'm just going to move this down so I have everything right. All right, so some of you already said negative 5. That's right. You start here and you're going to the left. Does everyone see how that's negative?
Yeah.
So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Negative 5. Number 4. Where's the X? Yes. Where does a decimal belong? Good. So we write it as 7.9 times 10. Good. Questions on that? Alright. So some people said it already. Let's make sure everybody sees it. Am I moving to the right or to the left? Where you start is on the dot, and where you end is on the X. Okay? That's why it matters. So you start on the dot, you end at the X. So that's to the right 1, 2, 3 places. If you put the end and remember that X marks your ending spot, then you won't be confused. Alright, so your X is here. Where did your dot go? After the 1. Good. 1.3 times 10 to the... Alright. So it'd be 4.22 times 10 to the what? Negative 3. Good, because it went to the left. From your dot to the X, it went left. Number 8. From this dot to this X, do you go right or left?
Left.
You go right. You start at the dot and you end on the X. X is the end, where you stop. So that's to the right 5 times. Alright, this one. Right or left? So it's positive what? Positive 5. 9. If you said 9.0, that's okay too. You could say 9.0 times 10 to the 5th, either way. And this last one, right or left? Right? How many? Okay. You can say 3.9 times 10 to the 1st, or you can say 3.9 times 10. Both of those are the same thing. Alright, now let's just do a little practice of the easier way to do it. This way, it's already written in standard notes, scientific notation. We're going to write it in standard. So, we're still going to do the thing where you start here and then you're going to end on the X. So watch this. You start at the 7, and I'm supposed to go positive 3. That means to the right 3 places. So I started at 7. I don't have anywhere else to go, so I just make blanks and fill it in with zeros. 1, 2, 3. So how many zeros would go on that one? 3s. 0, 0, 0. Yep. 7,000. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. You haven't had time to copy it down. My fault. Copy it down so it's in your notes to look back at. Don't just write down the answers, because then you don't know what the original problem was. Whenever you're done counting, that's where the X goes. I'm going to do these with you, but just copy them down. Then you try a couple on your own. Maybe need more time to copy?
Yeah.
Just to copy. Don't work out the problems yet. We'll do that together. Well, if your calculator does it for you, you still need to know how the calculator is doing that. These, I want you to think them through. Well, I don't think you're going to have these kind of questions on your test, because this is just the review. You're going to take this, and we're going to create some more complex questions. No, we're starting to actually. No, this is just the basics. We're going to add more complexity to it. Alright, number 12. Here is my starting point. I need to travel to my X. Which direction am I going to go? 3 to the left. Good. So I start here. I go 1, 2, 3. How many zeros did you say there?
1, 2, 3.
2 zeros. Because the 6. Yeah, the 6.
Before the decimal.
You can or you don't have to. You can write it either way. 0.0065, or if you say 0.0065, that's okay too, as long as there's 2 zeros between the decimal and the 6. And it's just going backwards. Wherever we had the X, that's where the original point was. For this one, I need to go which direction?
Right.
To the right. And we're going to go 4 places to the right. So you start here. The 4 is 1. The 7 is another 1. How many more places?
2 more.
2 more. And we have zeros in there. So it's 7, 4, 7, 0, 0. And anytime it's over 1,000, you should put a comma there. Number 14. 3 places to the right. Positive 3. So you start at your dot, and you go 1, 2, 3. So how many zeros does it go? 1 more 0. 6, 0, 3, 0. And usually you put a comma. If it's only in the thousands place, you don't have to, but above a thousands place, you do. These all happen to be positives. You will have negatives as well. But 2 places to the right is going to make this what number? 540. Good. And this one, you're only going to the right 1 place, but it starts right here. The number always starts after the whole number. So what would that become?
80.
80. Okay? No. It's 0 to the right and it's 0 to the left. It's like it's times 1 or it just stays the same, right? It means 0 right, 0 left stays where it is. Number 17. Stop for 1 second, please. Let's just review this. If it's 10 to the 0, it doesn't go right or left. It's 3.9. If it's 10 to the 0, it doesn't go right or left. Any questions on 17 and 18? Number 19 would have gone 1 place where? To the left, so it would have been 0.258. Number 20. Which direction do we go? To the right. And there's already a 9 there. How many zeros do you add? 4 more. 89 or 890,000. For iExcel, I think that there's going to be a lot of times where they want you to put the comma in or else they'll mark it wrong. Did you hear me? Make sure you put the comma in where necessary. Secondly, if you get one that says 10 to the 0 or 10 to the first, right, but in iExcel, they're going to have a space there. Make sure you fill it in with either a 0 or 1 or they won't count. If you're typing it all in yourself, it's okay. But if they put a box there, they want you to fill it in with something. Okay? I'll tell you now. All right, iExcel, go to algebra. This is algebra review.
Algebra.
Algebra 1.
Algebra 1, yeah. And we go to W.1 and aim for 80 degrees, 80%. The only reason I'm not making go up to 100 is because when you get past 80, you don't go up very high. It's like if you do one problem, they go 1%. Then you have to do another one, they go 1%. So I don't want you to be stuck on it long. Second, when you finish that, return your Chromebook correctly, meaning don't shove it in. You need to pull the wire out so you can gently put the Chromebook back in and start on homework. Algebra 1.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Homework's back being on the website because there's not diagrams involved.